The energy at this year's exclusive tight end University, TEU, event reached new heights when Kansas City Chiefs star Travis Kelce stunned the crowd by unexpectedly calling out his girlfriend, global pop icon Taylor Swift. The annual training camp, co-founded by George Kittle, Greg Olsen, and Kelce himself, has become a premier gathering for NFL tight ends. But Monday night's event in a sleek downtown Nashville high-rise delivered an especially memorable moment. During a speech in the lounge area, Kelce, dressed in a standout black TEU shirt, took the stage with his trademark charisma. Holding a microphone and flashing a confident grin, he began speaking about the spirit of the event. Then, in a spontaneous and emotional moment, he turned to the crowd, extended his hand, and called out, "Taylor, where are you? I know you're watching." What initially sounded like a playful shout turned into a show-stopping highlight, prompting the room to erupt in laughter, whistles, and thunderous applause. Close friends George Kittle and Greg Olsen, along with fellow NFL stars, burst into laughter, clapped Kelce on the shoulder, and shook their heads in amused disbelief. Although Taylor Swift wasn't physically present, she had sent a private video message to congratulate the TEU team, which had been shown earlier in the evening. Kelce's bold and heartfelt gesture was seen by many as a touching sign of how proud and openly affectionate he's become. Further proof that his bond with Swift runs deep. What happened at this year's tight end University was more than just a playful shout across a room. It was a moment that captured something deeper, the quiet evolution of a relationship that has gone from private whispers to a public declaration of love. When Travis Kelce called out Taylor Swift's name in a room full of NFL stars and celebrity guests, it wasn't for show. It was sincere, spontaneous, and deeply revealing. This wasn't about grabbing attention. It was about comfort, the kind that only comes from a relationship built on real trust, stability, and affection. One of Travis's TEU teammates later shared that Kelce seemed genuinely happy that night. His mood lifted in a way that was impossible to miss. He didn't hide it, the teammate said. His eyes lit up when Taylor came up. And that glow didn't come out of nowhere. Just a few weeks earlier, Travis and Taylor had been spotted at a close friend's wedding in Nashville, holding hands, laughing easily, dancing like two people not weighed down by the spotlight but lifted by it. That joy wasn't left at the party. It came with him to TEU, woven into every gesture, every word, and especially into that one unforgettable moment when he stood up, smiled, and asked the crowd, "Taylor, where are you? I know you're watching." The room erupted, not just in laughter, but in warmth. Cheers, whistles, applause. A group of professional football players, many known for their toughness and competitive edge, suddenly found themselves clapping and grinning like proud uncles at a family reunion. George Kittle and Greg Olsen, his longtime friends and co-founders of the camp, were among those shaking their heads in disbelief, but they were laughing too, patting Travis on the back with that mix of admiration. And "You really just did that." Disbelief. Taylor, though not physically present, had already made her mark earlier that night with a private video message congratulating the TEU crew on another successful year. But Kelce's shoutout added something extra. It was unscripted, emotional, and a reminder that love doesn't always need a perfect setting. Sometimes it's just a name spoken aloud in front of the people who matter most. And the world noticed. Within an hour of the clip hitting social media, thousands of fans flooded the comment sections. One viral post read, "When a man can show love like that in front of his peers, you know it's real." Another wrote, "Travis Kelce is living in a rom-com of his own making." Even sports pages, usually focused on stats and contract extensions, took a moment to highlight the gesture as something rare. A modern athlete unapologetically showing love, publicly and joyfully. Swifties, of course, were quick to show support. Hashtags like #KelsSwift and #GoldenCouple trended as fans gushed over the way Travis continues to honor Taylor not just as a superstar, but as someone he clearly holds dear. Many praised the authenticity, calling it refreshing and pure, a stark contrast to the usual facade of celebrity romance. It's becoming clearer with each appearance, each comment, each subtle moment. Travis Kelce isn't just including Taylor Swift in his life. He's making her part of his story, not as a headline or a cameo, but as something central and meaningful. He's a leader on the field, no doubt, but off the field, he's showing another kind of strength, emotional vulnerability, romantic pride, and a sense of purpose that transcends touchdowns and trophies. Tight End University 2025 will be remembered for the workouts, the mentorship, and the camaraderie, but also for that one moment when love was loud, simple, and powerful. In a high-rise lounge filled with the biggest names in football, Taylor Swift's name echoed not just from Travis's mouth, but from the hearts of everyone who witnessed something rare, a man unafraid to love out loud. Even in her absence, Taylor's presence was unmistakable, in Travis's voice, in his eyes, and in the quiet reverence of a room full of men who may have just been reminded that greatness isn't only measured in stats. Sometimes it's measured in a name shouted with pride.